Good morning guys, hope we are well. Welcome back to the YouTube. Let me just freshen up a sec.
Look at what a wonderful morning it is though, guys. Wow, look at that sunrise. Beautiful.
Anyway guys, enough waffling, let's get into the video.
What is a hybrid athlete? A hybrid athlete is someone who trains multiple sports and does multiple activities at the same duration of time. So basically they're training for not just one singular sport. So they're doing swimming, cycling, running, all these varieties of sports, guys, and they can call themselves a hybrid athlete if they're training all these. Now, training as a hybrid athlete, I think it keeps your workouts very refreshing and very interesting because you're always switching sports. You've always got different things to focus on for each of these sports. For example, you can't compare lifting and swimming, two completely different things. Different sports will develop your skills in all them different sectors you are focusing on as a hybrid athlete, and it will increase your overall endurance and skills as an all-rounder. So if you want to be a hybrid athlete, it means you want to be an all-rounder at all these sports. So if you want to focus on one thing, go for it. If you want to be like Sam Sulek and just focus purely on bodybuilding and lifting, I'm not saying don't go for it. Go pursue that, go pursue it. But if you want to be an all-rounder and just build yourself as a whole person, you need to be a hybrid athlete and be training like one. So some of the characteristics of a hybrid athlete. So adaptability. You've got to be adapting to new things you are trying because you are going to experiment with new sports like swimming. A lot of people I know don't go swimming, people who lift and run. They just completely avoid swimming. There's not many people I know who do it. But swimming is a very tough and draining sport, and it takes a lot of time to master your technique. Versatility, being able to perform well in a variety of sports. Mental toughness is definitely another characteristic of being a hybrid athlete, as you will struggle mentally in this process, trying to perfect your technique and trying to be an all-rounder. Discipline, like anything, you're going to have to stay disciplined and not just focus on one of these sports. You're going to have to be attempting them equally the same. And the passion, you've got to find a passion for all this, otherwise, as I said in my previous videos, you're not going to be sticking to it. You need to become obsessed with it, and you need to have a passion for being a hybrid athlete. So what are the benefits for being a hybrid athlete? Injury prevention. Now you're probably thinking, how's it going to prevent injury? Well, if you incorporate swimming especially, swimming works basically every muscle in your body, no matter what stroke you're doing. That could be front crawl, breaststroke, backstroke, butterfly. It's going to be working every muscle in your body. Now you need to be stretching before you're doing all these activities, before and after. And ideally you need to buy a roller, which I'll put on the screen somewhere so I can show you what it looks like. And you can actually look up videos on YouTube. I'll probably put another clip on here somewhere, as this will basically loosen all your body up and get rid of all the knots inside of it. You're going to want to be targeting the lats, the shoulders, basically the whole body you're going to be rolling on to prevent injury. You're going to have increased motivation. Now I recommend entering a triathlon or something like this, for example, because obviously you're going to have running, swimming and cycling, which they're pretty much the key three sports other than everyone who's obsessed with going to the gym as well. So I'd say book yourself in for a triathlon so you've got something to work against and work towards. You're going to have increased motivation as soon as you've got this booked. You want to smash it, you want to do the best you can. So you work towards that and work really hard at it, focusing on technique and looking up how to improve at all these sports. You will get better and you will have increased motivation. Improved body composition. How many times have you watched the Olympics and you see all these jacked swimmers with big chests, broad shoulders, narrow waist, and they look amazing, guys. If you want to be a hybrid athlete, I highly recommend incorporating swimming. It is such an underrated sport. Being a swimmer myself, obviously there's going to be some bias in this, but honestly, swimming is an elite sport. Overall better health and all-round wellness. You know, if you're endurance training in running and swimming and you're also lifting weights and doing cardio, you're going to have better endurance and a better body composition, which I already said as my last point. Training all these sectors will increase your engine. If you're swimming and running especially, you're going to be increasing your VO2 engine, your VO2 max. And basically with this knowledge, your lungs are going to expand and you're going to be able to take in more oxygen. And overall, you're going to have an enhanced athletic performance in all sectors. Now, some quick tips for being a hybrid athlete. Listen to your body. I've had it multiple times where I've just neglected my body, not giving it rest, and I've plateaued massively. If your body is telling to give you a rest, take a rest day or take a deload week, lower the intensity of the training. There's nothing worse than ploughing through it, believe me. I've done it so many times, it's such a common mistake. Ploughing through it, plateauing and going nowhere, and if anything, going backwards with your progress. Keep learning. Again, with lifting and going to the gym, your form probably isn't going to be perfect. Search on YouTube, search videos how to perfect your form with whatever exercise it is you're struggling with. Or swimming, search up the stroke, look at Olympians, look at how they do it. There's so much analysis of this on YouTube, guys. The internet is just such a wide open space for this. And then incorporate it in your workouts, or your swimming, or your cycling, or your running. Try it. If it doesn't work, then try something else. And don't neglect on your weaknesses. If your weakness is swimming, you need to be working on that the most, not the least. I know you might not like it, but you've got to work on it. Incorporate more lifting into your weekly workouts. Lift more, and then just keep the intensity of the running, cycling or swimming or whatever you're doing on the sides to improve your endurance at a steady level. So if you're just lifting or running, why should you get into swimming? I'm going to tell you some very good reasons as to why you should get into swimming. This one's for the runners. So swimming has actually been directly linked to growing and strengthening the legs. It's not rocket science because you're always using them when you're swimming. So if you're swimming, your legs are going to get bigger and your legs are going to get stronger. This is going to increase in your running time. It's going to make you better at running. It's going to make you better at the heavy squats, the leg extensions, the adductors, anything to do with the quadriceps, which is the main muscle of the legs. Swimming, if you're isolating your legs and focusing on them the most in the swimming, your lifts are just going to skyrocket and your running times will increase drastically. It will improve your sleep pattern. If you go for a swim, basically 3-4 hours before your bedtime, and then obviously having a good post-workout meal after your swim, you will notice it yourself. You will be knackered. Swimming tires you out so much. So if you're having trouble sleeping, go for a swim on a night and I guarantee you will have the sleep of your life. Swimming is also the best cardio exercise. You can burn so many calories from swimming. So many. So if you're looking to get ripped for summer, start swimming. For you runners, it can also help with breathing control. Think about it. If you're swimming front crawl, you've got to think about when you're breathing. You've always got to think about when you're breathing as your head's going to be in the water. So this can also help for running. You control your breathing, slow it down, and really focus on when you're breathing and how you're breathing and how you're taking the breath and how much oxygen you are taking in. This will help with your running. You won't even have to think about breathing when you're running. It'll come naturally if you start swimming. There's also been a study showing that you burn 25% more calories when swimming. So the weight is going to fly off you. This is why swimmers like Michael Phelps, you see they have these massive diets, taking in so many calories a day. Because you're burning that many calories, you've got to take it in to run your engine. Now this is one for the lifters. Flexibility. If you do stretches and the exercises on the rollers, which we already spoke about, your flexibility is going to increase. And if you're swimming 2 to 3 times a week, your joints will become so much more flexible, guys. I see so many big guys in the gym who just aren't flexible. If they go on something like the adductors, for example, they can't get their legs past about 30 degrees. It's ridiculous. If you start swimming, you're going to get so much more flexibility all over your body. So linking to flexibility, it can also help with mobility issues. If you're struggling with mobility issues or you've got a slight injury, you need to get into swimming. Swimming will rectify that in no time. As the majority of your body is in constant use when in the pool, you can build cardio, muscle, strength without adding any extra stress to existing problems or injuries. As you're not isolating one muscle, you're using all your body, as I've already said. So in conclusion, guys, being an all-rounded hybrid athlete will make you excel as a man. Then again, guys, it all comes down what you want to focus on. If you want to focus on lifting the most and be a big bodybuilder, being a hybrid athlete is not going to be for you. By being a hybrid athlete, you're going to be toned and jacked at the same time, but you're not going to get to that potential of reaching the Sam Sulek level. If you take pride in your appearance and welfare, then being a hybrid athlete is definitely for you. I want to get a triathlon booked this year, so I need to focus on cycling, and I really need a more up to scratch bike. But it's also been proven, if you are training several sports, you're going to have significant health benefits, such as strength and muscle mass retention, an improved cardiovascular system, improved mental resilience, injury prevention, an enhanced metabolic rate, meaning you'll burn more calories even when you're resting, and increase fat burn, supporting fat loss and overall body composition. If you want to get into the best shape of your life, a hybrid athlete is what you want to become.
So, thank you for watching the video, guys. Appreciate all the love you're showing me on the YouTube. Just let me know if you want more videos like this, or you prefer the vlogs, because I do enjoy doing the vlogs, I can't lie. I enjoy doing the gym sessions and the park runs and whatnot. So let me know what you're thinking. But please like, comment and subscribe. Love you all, and peace out. See you on the next one, boys.